So we just finished our work for today. We are done. The truck is packed, all loaded up. Had a decent day. But now we're going to check out something that I've driven past for 10 years and never stopped to look at. Show you what I'm looking at. There's a real old town over here. And there used to be some ferry docks down that way. As you can see, got a little bit of this and that here. I'm not sure what to expect though. Newer beer. See, it's got all the signs of an area where you ought to be able to find something. So we're gonna mosey around for a minute and see what we can find. To be honest with you, like I said, I've been driving past this for 10 years, and I don't know that I've ever seen it this far down and tied out this far. We got some glass right here, but it's not gonna be whole or old. Older, but not old enough. And the spot that we're in's got history, don't get me wrong. There ought to be some older stuff out here somewhere. Right now, that's all I want to see. Something that's not a screw top, and all these guys are screw tops. There's gonna be, and they're all broke. What does that one say? Federal law prohibits the resale of this bottle. See, that's also something you don't want to see. It means the bottle's not old enough. But much like the beach, I think if we were to probe around over here, we'd probably find some older stuff. No return. There you go, there's deer leg. Well, here might be our first whole bottle. Let's see. Let's see what we got. It's an older Pepsi. There you go. It's the, there you go. Not ancient, but it's older than half the stuff we're seeing. But as I suspected, the closer that we're getting to the Old Ferry Docks, the more we're seeing. Not exactly old, but it's amber and it's whole. That's something. There's an old Coke. Just gotta look for those shapes in the mud. Am I missing anything? So I think right down here at this point is gonna be the honey hole, but I could be wrong. I'll check that out. There's two reasons that you find shells like this. Colonial era, Victorian era, right on into the Edwardian era, we would drill them out or pop them out, make little buttons. But there's also a certain type of parasite, I want to say, that will bore into the shell to kill the host. It's like amber colored, I think. Screw top. Another screw top. Look at all them cells. There's a part of a coke, maybe. Love that color. That's not even that old of a coke. Surprised, a lot of what we're finding out here appears to be 1950s and newer. There's a big old insulator, or a wire holder, if you will. I think it's like a Rumford or a Davis baking powder, but it might be amber colored, and if it is, it was more than likely a snuff. See maybe what the tide pushed up. Oh, we walked past the jar. Slick side, yes sir. Nothing exciting there. Cheese, bruh. It's Vaseline. Probably from the 50s, maybe. Nothing too exciting there either. Now here's some thick glass for you. That's an older Coke. An old 7-Up bottom. Fresh up with 7-Up. Nice color green, 1976 Centennial. There we go. Too bad seeing all there, but there's an old milk. There's an old milk top. See something right over here too, but I don't know if we can get to her. Getting a little mucky. I think it's a bottle. Let's see. It's a screw top, but it's kind of neat. Well, it's embossed. Chelton House. Without looking it up, I'm gonna guess that it's a salad dressing, but I have no idea. Well, we made it over here to where I assumed the little dock was for the old ferry. And from what I understand, the ferry was just a barge and a rope. I'm not sure what this piece is right here, but it's got wood pegs in it. I honestly thought when we got down to this edge here, we'd be seeing a little more signs of bottles and trash, but it's been fairly clear over here. Clearer than I wanted it to be. That's the first thing I've seen. That's thick glass. That's older glass. Look, you got your old dock right there. Say, you know, I'm always surprised. I'm equally surprised in both directions. Just about every time we go out, I'm surprised at what we do find, and I'm surprised at what we don't find. You know, we're so close to town. There we go. See, there's a little bit older stuff out here. That's what I was looking for. It ain't too old, but it's See where that seam's at. I think it's a late 19th century to 1910 era bottle top. Be happier if it was a bottle, but right now we're just scouting to see what in the world's out here. Don't think we're gonna be able to make it around this way. Look, there's the old rope. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it might be, but here's a little piece of blue for you. Magnesia. As we're getting over here, this part's getting a little bit soupy, and I don't think I'm gonna walk around this way. I think I'm gonna go back up the way I came. Right now, this is what we come up with. Nothing too exciting. We got the vintage Pepsi. I'll say vintage, not quite an antique. The hardly vintage whiskey. This one's kind of neat. I'm not sure what that is, the Shelton House, but it is a screw top. And signs of some earlier stuff. Nice old milk, nice old medicine top, and the Vaseline. So nothing incredibly exciting, but you know, we were right, there's stuff out here. Well, we're gonna wander a little bit more, but reality of it is we didn't find a whole lot. We did see some signs of you know, some maybe late 19th century, early turn of the century stuff. So there is some older stuff out here, but the majority of what we picked up was, you know, 1950s stuff, or newer. There is a Victorian neighborhood right there, and I mean early Victorian neighborhood, but just not a whole lot to be found. We're gonna poke around on our way back to the truck. Till next time, get out there, have some fun, explore.